lipstick all over my teeth. What I want from you is your voice. I admit that in the past I've been a nasty. They weren't kidding when they call me a witch. You poor unfortunate souls. It's sad, but true. This one longing to be thinner, that one wants to get the girl, and do I help them? Yes, I do. Why, hello there, my dears. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Or, if this is your first time stopping by, hello. Today my name is Ursula, and I have hijacked Julia's channel to teach you poor unfortunate souls how to look like me. Just kidding. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this year I decided to be Ursula from The Little Mermaid, and like a good sport he is, Jesse is actually King Triton, so let's get him in here. Oh, King Triton!
Ursula!
Come sit on my lap, you dirty old man, you! I'm just kidding. Look at this good sport. I hope you can see him. If not, I will definitely be popping some pictures in here, and I'll probably insert some footage of our whole body costumes as well. But yeah, thank you, King Triton. I'll come back to steal your throne later. If you want to see my Ursula transformation, you've come to the right place. Keep watching. Real quick, before we get into the tutorial, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a like if you got some ideas from this. So first I'm going to be taking this Mayron Fantasy FX body paint, and I'm going to mix it with my normal Actilabs foundation. Now, I don't recommend this body paint. I had tried it on its own without mixing it with foundation, and it was really patchy and just too dark. And mixing it with my foundation, I just felt like the end result was not as pigmented as I wanted, as purple. But yeah, basically I'm just putting this all over my face and then buffing this in with a kabuki brush and just getting this as even coverage and as much color as I can get. Now to set that, I'm just going to take my Coty Airspun loose face powder and kind of just pop that over top. That way it's not so tacky and I can attempt to blend over top of it. For contouring, I'm going to be picking up my NYX Ultimate Brights shadow palette, and I'm just going to be taking that darkest purple and start carving out my cheeks. Basically anywhere where you would contour normally, I'm going to be taking that purple and just blending it through, cutting some shape out of my face. I also go ahead and bring this up towards my forehead, and then I contour my nose just a little bit. And again, I just feel like that face paint I used was not the best base. It was a little difficult to blend, but with some time and patience, it got the job done. Moving on to brows, I'm going to be taking an Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz pencil in the shade Ebony, and let's give Ursula some crazy brows. So I've seen a lot of different looks where they go ahead and use glue and put them over their real eyebrows and then create fake eyebrows way higher over top like Ursula's, but this look I kind of wanted to do more of almost like a more natural glam Ursula look. So basically I'm just tracing my natural brow line, but I am extending it down way past where I normally would. And then in the corners, well, the inner corners of my brows, I am going to go ahead and extend them up and make kind of like a pointed tip, just to kind of give a more Ursula crazy shape. Taking that same pencil, I'm going to go ahead and just start to carve out my eyelids. Now, Ursula has huge eyelids and I actually have small hooded eyes. So I'm going to create the illusion that my eyelids are ginormous like Ursula's, and I'm just going to go ahead and draw them on. And this is also going to help me in the next step when we start applying color to our eyes. It's kind of just like almost creating a false coloring book. That way you have some lines in which you know where to color. Taking that NYX palette, we're going to use this blue shade right here, and we are going to start using this just on the eyelid and just distributing this evenly all over the lid. It does take a little while to build up and pack on the color, but just be patient, keep going and packing, and eventually you will get the pigmentation you want. Now we're going to take that darkest blue in the palette and we're just going to go ahead and start building up some dimension. I'm going to put this on the outer corners of my eye and also on the inner corners. This is just going to give kind of a more 3D look. To deepen that up even more, I'm going to take the black shade in the Jekyll Hill Morphe palette, and again I'm just going to place that in the same areas on the outer corner and on the inner corner, and then I'm also kind of going to just very gently and lightly blend it up and over top in the middle as well. It did get a little dark at this point, so then I go back in with that darkest blue in the NYX palette and I just go right over top of the black shade and kind of just pack and blend until I get the desired coloring that I wanted. Now taking the shade Pool Party from the Jekyll Hill palette, I'm just going to use my finger and place this in the very middle of my eyelid. Again, this is going to create some highlighting and dimension for my eyes. Now I'm going to pick up my Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette and I'm going to take that gray shade, which is called Mercury, and I'm just going to start buffing that right in between that color that I just put down and my eyebrow. If you notice Ursula's eyes, she has kind of like a gray area, literally a gray area between her eyebrows and her colorful eyelids, so that is what I'm doing here. It did end up getting a little more gray than I wanted it, so then I went back in with that NYX palette and I took the lightest purpley lavender shade and I just kind of went over top of that and blended it through to make it a little bit more purple. For underneath the eyes, I'm going to take that darkest blue shade in the NYX palette and just kind of run that underneath my eyelid with a pencil brush. I'm grabbing my Anastasia Beverly Hills Aurora Glow Kit and I'm taking that blue shade, which is called Orion. Oh, I love that name. That was going to be Penelope's name if she was a boy. But anyways, I'm popping that on my inner corner just to give some pop. I also put some of this shade in the middle of my eyelids as well, just to up the va-va-voom factor. And then I'm going to be taking the purple shade, which is called Spectra, and I'm going to be mixing it with the white shade called Luna, and I'm just going to be using that as a highlighter on my cheekbones, and then I'm going to place a little bit just anywhere where I would normally highlight, on the tip of my nose, down the bridge of my nose, Cupid's bow. This is really going to just give me that glam look that I was looking for. Ursula has some pretty crazy top and bottom lashes, so I'm going to go in and draw and over exaggerate some. I started off with this e.l.f. felt tip eyeliner and it ended up just being too dry and too kind of sticky, so instead I just grabbed an LA Colors just kind of traditional liquid black eyeliner and just went in with that. It worked a lot better. I could get a little bit more finer points and it was definitely more pigmented and that just dark black I was looking for. Next, I just went ahead and added some Ardell Mega Volume False Lashes to really give the look a completion, I guess. And I had noticed that my eyebrows were kind of not as dark as I wanted them to, so I just went ahead and grabbed a black eyeliner and kind of just darkened up my eyebrows just a little bit. I also took that black liner and put it on the outer corners of my lips. This, later on, you'll see gives me kind of like a more ombre look on my lips. And then I grabbed my Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in the color Extra Saucy and I just went ahead and put that all over my lips and over top of that black eyeliner. I thought this color was perfect. It's just like a nice, deep, just really saturated red. And again, to add some dimension, how many times have I said dimension in this tutorial? But I don't know, I feel like adding dimension is what really makes makeup looks pop. But anyways, speaking of pop, I grabbed ColourPop's Ultra Satin Lip in the color Cozy, which is a lighter shade red, and I just popped that in the middle of my lips and blended it out with my fingertips. And for the finishing touch, I just picked up that liquid eyeliner and gave myself Ursula's iconic little mole there. After I finished my makeup, I just went ahead and finished painting the rest of my upper body. I added a silver wig. I know in the beginning you didn't really get to see too much of our costumes, so I will insert some clips here. Basically what I did is I was just wearing a black tube top. I wore some black spandex underneath. Then I took a purple tutu, put that over top, and then I found a long black skirt from the thrift store, and I went ahead and just cut my own tentacles and put that over top. The necklace, I got the seashell from Michael's and just some gold paint, painted it, and then just went ahead and attached a little loop and some string to turn it into a necklace. Well, Jesse actually did that for me. And then for Jesse's costume, his wig and beard is actually a Gandalf the Grey wig and beard, so we got that. We got his trident and cufflinks from Amazon, and his bottoms, we just went to Joann's Fabrics and got a big old piece of blue fabric, and he just tied it in the back, kind of like a skirt. And then I just went ahead and contoured him some fake abs. So yeah, that is our Halloween costumes for this year. Hopefully you enjoyed this Ursula tutorial and got some good makeup ideas. And I will see you guys in my next video. Happy Halloween!